I mean, it must have been quite a strange one for you, because after playing Jackie Robinson in 42, you must have felt like, I don't know if I want to do another kind of depiction of someone famous, but then an opportunity like this comes about, and I guess you can't really turn it down. So what was it that swayed you to get on board, Get On Up?
Oh no, I could have turned it down. I wouldn't read the script at first, because the whole idea of playing another real person, another famous person, an icon, was like, it's like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to get put in that box. But I think the thing that made me, feel like it was something I had to do was just the people that were involved. Like it was Tate Taylor, it was Mick Jagger, it was Brian Grazer. And then later I found that we had this amazing choreographer, Akman Jones, and so I think that group of people, it made me feel like I could give my best to it. I felt comfortable. It sounds weird, but I felt comfortable being under that pressure with them sort of supporting me.
And you mentioned Mick Jagger. That must have been pretty cool, spending a lot of time with Mick Jagger and and in the name of work. That's quite fun.
Yeah, I mean, and it was surreal to a certain degree at times. I still haven't gotten used to it, to be honest with you. Like, I was with him yesterday, and it's just normal. It seems like it's a normal thing, like, but I'll look over him at certain moments and be like, I cannot believe this is happening. Or be with him at certain places, and it's still unbelievable. But it was certainly a fun relationship to build.
And this might be a sort of silly question, but were you a big fan of James Brown already? And were you quite clued up to his life and career already? Or was this kind of a bit of an eye-opener in some regard?
I was a fan of him. I think, I probably gravitated to certain songs more than others, because they were sampled in hip-hop more. The Payback and the Boss and the Funky Drummer and those songs, like, I'm more of a hip hop head. I'm more of that generation. The songs like Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, and even though I knew those songs, and Man's World I've always loved, and I've heard my family members playing that song, but those songs I gained an appreciation for, the older ones, I think there was a growth in me of just understanding what he was doing at certain moments and how he was an innovator. And so now I have a whole nostalgia for all of it.
I guess in the Stranger, it must have been quite odd when you kind of grow up, when you sort of idolise someone and kind of appreciate them for all their work and sort of what they've sort of achieved. When you kind of dig quite deep into their life and actually sort of convey some of their flaws, it must be quite a sort of strange experience, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, you feel like, I think when you're playing a real person who people revere in this way, because even talking to like family members and band members, even if they had like feuds, like, he would fire everybody. He fired everybody. I think everybody said they got fired at some point and multiple times, and then he would hire you back. There's a Dee Dee's still in love with him even now, even though she divorced him. So there's a certain place that people have in their mind and their hearts when they talk about him that you can't touch. And so, for me, just trying to play this person, it's like you feel like, who am I to step in and talk about these things or judge these things, or who am I to reveal this? And so it's really weird, because you have to do it. Once you take it on, you have to show some of the things that people are not gonna like. You have to.
I just got to mention the dancing as well. The dancing is pretty incredible. I was wondering, are you already a good dancer, or did this take a lot of practice, a lot of training for this?
I was an above average dancer. If you went out with me and you were a dancer, you could enjoy yourself. But this is different. This is, in my mind, you know, the reservation about taking it on is that I felt like you needed to be a professional dancer or somebody that, a performer that did this for a living, or a musical theater person maybe, or something. But, you know, I was nowhere near this, you know, James Brown's vocabulary at all.
You must have had one hell of a sore throat after a day's shooting as well. Putting on that voice and all the wow.
Well, I think what we did is I had a vocal coach, Ron Anderson, who's worked with like so many artists. You know, recently I heard he worked with Adele, but like Luther Vandross, Alicia Keys, like so many different artists, Janet Jackson, and he, you know, helped me to find the placement for James Brown's singing voice, because I had to bridge the gap, and I sort of used that to find his speaking voice. And so we built my vocal cords so that I wouldn't get sore, I wouldn't lose my voice. But it's really like a reshaping of the vocal cords.
So just finally, very quickly, obviously you've played Jackie Robinson, now James Brown. Who else is out there that you'd most like to portray on screen? Not that you would, but who's the sort of person that fascinates you the most?
No one. There's no one left for me. I think I have to find some fictional characters that you know, somebody may pop up. It may be somebody that pops up, but right now, you know, I'm not looking for it.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.